We are rich with institutions of higher education, and in fact, U of R and RIT are among the top major employers in the region. Additionally, RIT is anticipating a Masters of Architecture program which presents its own opportunities relative to being a resource for the city. How can the City of Rochester tap the brain trust of these and other local resources and engender private-public partnerships to provide opportunity and enhancement for the city? Alex White.
As part of my business, I frequently work with students and their clubs at the colleges. They talk about either they love Rochester because they find a way to get out and go to things in Rochester, or they think Rochester is awful because they've never left the campus. One of the ways that we can help keep people in Rochester is to make them embrace it. It's a place to live. Presently, our colleges are isolated, and in many ways, not connected to the local community. It's difficult to get from RIT to the public market if you don't have a car, particularly on Saturday morning when the market's best. We need to look at ways to engage these students in our community, to bring them, to show them the social, cultural, economic opportunities are here that they can enjoy. If we want to keep these students, we have to work as a community to show them what we have. But we also have to offer them an opportunity to do something once they graduate. We have economic development money. We use it every year. Sometimes we give it away to companies like Nothnagel. Sometimes we use it to encourage a company to move downtown. Sometimes we let them buy the building they're in with it. Instead, we can use this money to form small business incubators, to work with these college students, many of whom are bright and have clever ideas. We can use this money to bring them into the city and to help them develop the jobs and the businesses that will help move us ahead in the future and give Rochester an opportunity to retain more of these students. Thanks.
This is centerpiece of my campaign. How to tap into the creative, innovative, and entrepreneurial spirit of these universities. Now, it doesn't matter to me how livable Rochester is, how exciting its nightlife is. These students are spending $40,000 to $60,000 a year, racking up humongous student loans. They need jobs. I don't care how livable the community is. I don't care how exciting it is at night. They don't have a job, they're not going to stay here. And so we need to really pursue the examples that are being set in other communities. I cite it on my website, and I cite again here. The example of our neighbor just down the road, 80 miles east of here, Syracuse, New York, where Syracuse University and its Chancellor, Nancy Cantor, are fully engaged with the city and its residents to find ways to restore Syracuse to economic vitality. Those students and faculty are encouraged to find opportunities to work with city residents on ideas that they have. There are models that we can look at in Providence, in Hartford, in Chicago, in Durham. All over this country, we see this kind of creativity. And out at RIT, our president, William Dessler, has two benchmarks, two keystone items: sustainability and innovation. And once a year, we show off the creativity of our students and faculty. First Saturday, every May, students have spent time, faculty have thought about new ways. We need to figure out how to make these ideas work for us. And this is something, my friends, that can be done with little amount of economic exposure. We can invite them to become full partners and to turn on that innovation and creativity on behalf of a community like Rochester, which can become a home for many of them. That's what I intend to pursue when I become mayor.
I think we all agree that the universities and colleges that surround our city and are part of our city are a unique opportunity for us. In a way, it's a unique legacy. They're the legacy of our industrial past. RIT and the U of R were founded and built with Kodak and Xerox and Bosch & Lomb money. We've lost a lot of those industries, but we have these wonderful institutions left. And so it's something we should consider ourselves lucky for. And we do need to entice them. One of the things that I think I'm happiest with is when the U of R built a dorm on the other side of the river. And now they're invested in that neighborhood. They got to make a go of it. And so, and the kids like it there, and it's a success. And the dorm is oversubscribed. I think the issue of I agree with Bill that in the long run, the reason we lose so many of these kids is they don't have employment opportunities here, or at least they perceive themselves as not having employment opportunities here. And so the economic development aspects of growth need to be an important part of it. We could have the best college town in the world, it'd be gone in 4 years. That said, we do have intellectual capital on all of these places that can help us. This new architectural school is going to focus on some practical aspects of architecture. We already use the criminal justice facilities at RIT, and there's an education school at Nazareth and at the U of R. One of my experiences, and I've been on the boards of several of these institutions, and the reason I put all that volunteer time in it, that's how important I know they are to this city. That's how important they are to the city, that's important to me. But we need to give them specific things to do. They'll tire out and go back if we just have meetings with them. They have to have meaningful input, meaningful things they can work on, and then they'll do it and stick with it.